6 months ago, we bought this brand new 2025 F450, and we're gonna tell you what we really think about it.
We'll be breaking it down into 3 different categories: comfort and ride, performance, and use as a daily driver. Plus, we're gonna tell you our top 3 favorite features about this truck and our least 3 favorite things about this truck. Today begins day 2 of our summer RV trip that's gonna determine whether or not we actually like traveling in this RV or not. But today we are headed through Alabama. We're starting at the Alabama state line, Alabama-Florida state line, and hopefully ending, if all goes according to plan, in Birmingham, Alabama. Of course, per usual, we have no reservations made. Well, I have one made for tonight that I made last night. So you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button to see how this trip goes for us. Our first category is comfort and ride. So first up, let's show you the amount of space we have on travel days with us and the 2 doggos. You guys ready to load up? They're always ready. They won't go far when it's travel day. They just circle the truck.
The truck, they are not going far. The back seat in the Ford, it folds up and it gives you a little bit more space back here for doggos or tools or whatever else.
It's not quite as much space as we had with the Ram Mega Cab.
So with the Ram, the Mega Cab, you know, you get a little bit more space right here, and the seats in it folded down, creating a platform, so you got a little bit more room. Maverick, boy.
But overall, it's still enough room for us and the doggos. Oh, this cover, highly recommend. I will link below. It covers the doors.
The last one we had, we had to buy the door guards and stuff separate and all that. And this is all this is one piece.
One piece. So it's got mesh so that they can still get AC. And tell everybody why Leland rides in a crate, for those who don't know.
So Leland likes to run in circles and jump on the doors and windows and everything else, chasing everything that goes by the window. And because he's a border collie, they get so fixated on certain things.
It's like an instinct.
You literally cannot train it out of him. If it's something that just he feels like needs to be herded or chased or whatever, there's nothing you can do to make him stop.
His instincts are strong, unlike this lazy bums here. All right, let's get hooked up. Then we'll show you our comfort on the inside up front.
Right.
2 inches, then stop. There you go. Not a lot of space between here though with the long bed truck. You ready to go?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. So space-wise, I think I'd say we're pretty happy with the truck in the cab, like the amount of space in the cab.
Yeah.
Still
this
stand
feels
by
very spacious.
the fact that it's not as much space as the Ram Mega Cab, but I think it is enough and it's comfortable. All right, well, we're getting our U-turn and getting out of here. Why don't you give the people your honest opinion on the comfort of the seats themselves? So what's it like riding in here for hours at a time?
Well, that's a hard one though. So, again, most of this stuff's gonna be compared to our last truck, which was a Ram 3500 Longhorn 2020 model Mega Cab. Also had the single rear wheel in the back, not a dual. The seats in this are not as nice feeling, soft, comfort wise. However, these have massagers in them. So that makes them better than the last seats.
Are they comfortable?
Are they comfortable? Yeah, they're fine. They're great. You can sit on them for a while. I do wish like you kind of sat in them a little bit more, like on the back and stuff, but I don't think you can because of the massagers.
Good lumbar support options. You can get like a lot of lumbar support if you want it.
Yeah, I'd be folding you in half lumbar support.
But it's a comfortable truck. It's good. We like it. It's comfortable to ride in. One thing I really do like how they have it laid out in the Ford is the separation between the screen and the knobs. I like having the knobs for certain things. It makes it really easy to just reach over and adjust the air or the temperature.
Especially AC controls.
Yeah, without having to like fumble through a bunch of buttons on a screen. So I think that was a good choice.
So a ding to the riding comfort category of the F450 dually is going to be the stiff ride, which y'all probably already knew that was not the best it could be. You could go get a 1500 or a F150 and it would be night and day difference in comfort, but the F450s need to be stiff to carry the loads that they can carry. However, it's not fun going over railroad tracks or potholes and stuff.
And it does feel stiffer than our last truck.
Oh,
to me.
absolutely, yeah. I think so. One of the weird things about this truck and its stiff ride though is that, I don't know if it's because of the weight of the front of the new RV or what, but we did have to add airbags to this truck to get a good towing experience. Before we added the airbags, there was a lot of bouncing in the back, which the only way to really describe it is if the rear suspension was too soft.
So riding around unloaded, super stiff.
Yeah.
Riding around with this RV anyways, not stiff enough.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask how the ride is with the airbags not towing. I personally don't notice a difference. Do you?
No, I don't notice any difference because with ours, we can just let all the air out of the bags from the remote or our phones. And then we have an onboard compressor that can air them back up. Now, if we didn't have the onboard air compressor, we'd probably end up leaving the air in them a lot of times, and it probably would be a lot more stiff of a ride.
Sometimes after we tow, like we'll get back in the truck and you just, after unhitch and go ride somewhere and we forgot to let the air out, and you can feel that it is a stiffer ride till you let that air back out. So something to consider if you are considering getting airbags, and whether or not you think you want to have that air compressor on board, or how much work it's going to be to add the air in the bags and let them out, yada yada. All right, last thing in ride and comfort. I'm gonna let Craig cover this one because I know it's gonna be very controversial. A lot of you are gonna be in the comments being like, I would never even use that feature, and yet it's one of Craig's favorite things about this truck.
She's talking about my lane assist and lane keep and all that fancy stuff.
Adaptive cruise control.
Adaptive cruise control. I use all that stuff. You don't get as many of the features when you're towing, but when you ain't towing, you basically don't even have to hold the steering wheel. It just goes around curves and everything for you. So
until it beeps at you to hold the steering wheel.
It will beep at you to give it a little shimmy. I use the crap out of that stuff. I wish it just did it all for you, towing and everything. A lot of people say they wouldn't trust it or anything. I don't know if y'all have driven much, but it's hard to trust most people driving, period. I don't think the bar is set so high, honestly.
But overall, are you pretty happy with the features when you can use them?
Yeah, the Ram didn't have any of that stuff. So this one even will like adjust the speed limit for you while cruise control is set. So like it's literally like you just set it and forget it, basically.
Realistically though, we did not buy an F450 for its comfort and ride. You don't usually buy a truck that big for those reasons. You go with the smaller ones if that's what you're looking for. We bought it to be able to tow this fifth wheel right here, this specific one, 38 feet long, 22,000 pounds GVWR, is that right?
That's what the sticker says.
And the hitch weight of it is, we want to weigh it, but sticker hitch weight is like what, 3,000 pounds?
Yeah, but I think it's heavier.
I think it's closer to like at least 4,000 or more.
Yeah.
It's heavy. We tow it with the Gen Y gooseneck hitch, which we love. Big thank you to Gen Y for partnering with us on this video. It is really nice to be able to have the entire truck bed because we have the long 8-foot truck bed. And so with the gooseneck hitch, all we have to do is remove the ball out of the center and the chain loops, and then we have that entire truck bed.
Which is pretty convenient with all the property stuff we got going on.
As much as, we've talked about not liking the huge long bed dually truck, we have put it to use.
Yeah.
We fit, how many barrels we fit back there?
8.
8 barrels in the bed of the truck. And we would not have been able to do that if we were having to remove some big fifth wheel hitch. The Gen Y gooseneck has also towed this really well. It has that torsion flex technology. So when we're going over all those bumps, now that we got the airbags, oh, here comes some right now. it does pretty good. You still feel it. You're in a truck in an RV, but it's pretty smooth overall. Gives us plenty of clearance to make all our turns and go side to side and all of that stuff. And if you're getting your RV for the first time, like you're buying a new RV, highly recommend looking into the Gen Y gooseneck setup, because you're going to have to either buy a fifth wheel hitch or get a gooseneck. And we are really happy with the gooseneck setup. So you can scan this QR code or click the link in the description below to check out Gen Y, all they have to offer. They also have some fun new accessories like that cover that we had on, and a gooseneck lock so that you can keep your RV safe.
Yeah.
We still have to install it. We just got it.
Oh,
We haven't even seen it yet. It's still in the box. There is one thing that when we first got this truck, everybody told us in the comments, they're like, you didn't even mention this. You guys have the high output engine, which we do have apparently. What does that mean?
They all came with it. It just means we can have more power.
Got more power. I think, I mean, you jump in here, but I think performance-wise, power-wise, like this truck feels like it's got some get up and go.
Yeah, and it's fast.
It's fast. It tows good, right?
Yeah, no issues with hills or anything.
So performance-wise, it does its job. It makes us feel like we could hook up anything to this truck.
Tow it.
And tow it down the road.
Not even almost worry.
Here's a question you all really wonder when everybody asks us this. What kind of miles per gallon do you get with their truck? What's our fuel tank size? Well, man, this is a roller coaster here.
Dang, what's going on this
road?
road?
I don't know this road.
Jeez.
We got like potholes and everything.
I think our tank size is what, 52? 50
actually,
or 52?
I looked this up. 48.
Oh, 48. Not even 50.
No, 48. And while towing, we get an average of
8.3.
8.3 miles a gallon. While not towing, we get an average of,
it's anywhere from 15 to 18, somewhere in there.
That's not bad. Having the bigger fuel tank, I will say that's been enjoyable compared to the Ram, which I think was around a 30-gallon tank or something like that.
And while towing with it only got 1 to 2 miles per gallon better.
Yeah. Why does this one get less? Is it because it's a bigger RV? It could be it's a heavier RV too.
Everything's heavier. Bigger, boxier. One of the biggest cons so far is that the Ford high output engine, the diesel engine, it drinks the DEF fluid. Like it just guzzles it on up.
And your little notification thing
will
start
me.
Being like, you need DEF.
We've only been probably, 300 miles since we left? And I put a whole container in it before we left, and it's already warning me again. We
have been testing out today, though, that engine exhaust brake that everybody talks about on these Fords.
Yeah, but they all say it's a little worse than the Rams.
Is that what they say?
I think it is.
It was very loud.
It is very loud.
I've heard it kind of for the first time today. I guess we haven't gone down any real hills until today.
I think the Ram and the Ford's exhaust brakes work differently also, but I can't remember all that.
Drop it in the comments if you've got that knowledge. I will say it was much louder and more obnoxious, but it does come with those bigger disc brakes, right?
Yeah.
And those seem to work pretty good. For as big of a heavy as a truck this is, it can stop on a pretty good dime. And we have had some trailers, not the fifth wheel, we have had some trailers hooked up to it that didn't have trailer brakes in it.
Yeah.
Stopped them pretty good too.
I thought the trailer was gonna have brakes. And then it didn't.
But the truck brake still stopped it. So if you were going to grade the F450's performance on like A to F, like on a test, what would you give it?
Performance-wise?
Yeah, performance-wise.
Do like a B plus.
B plus, really?
To an A, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Like, what's better?
Yeah, well, that was going to be my question with the B
plus. I
don't
think there's no chance it's perfect, but
okay.
That's why I can't give it an A.
Craig's one of those kind of teachers, huh?
Yes,
Ain't nobody getting a 100 in Craig's classroom.
If it's perfect, then we just quit advancing.
I'll rate Comfort and Ride since we didn't give it a grade. I'm going to give Comfort and Ride a B minus. It's comfortable and spacious. Some things could be improved, and the ride, no matter what, is stiff, and it's not like you're kind of the whole time.
Yeah.
You tired yet?
Yeah. 103 more miles.
103 more miles. Where are we headed to? Do you know
Oh
where
no,
you're
this truck's
headed
trying to race me though.
Oh,
Ain't got nothing on the old Ford F450 though. Look at that.
performance.
We're just leaving them. We're up to 40 miles an hour.
One very important thing that I think goes in the performance category, and it is the entire reason we decided to go with an F450. Well, I would say 80% of the reason we went with the F450 versus like a Ram 3500 or F350, and that is the turning radius. The wide track front steering allows us to make those U-turns like no tomorrow, back into some parking spots wherever we want to go, almost wherever we want to go. We're still like a little over 22 feet. Looks like we're coming into some mountains here. It is called Oak Mountain State Park is where we're going.
Oak Mountain.
Yes. My goal on this trip is to stay at more state parks or Army Corps of Engineer type campgrounds, county parks, those types of places. We have no reservations, so we'll see how that works out for us. But so far, I booked us a night at the state park, so.
In the horse section.
It is in the equestrian section, but we're there.
We ain't fitting the other ones.
No, we didn't. And there was some we would have fit, but they were booked out, way booked out.
How are you?
Hey. Right. First left, site 8.
Who put this tree in the way?
Oh, hold up. Like, no, yeah, you're gonna have to back up.
Back up?
Yeah, there's a branch and it's gonna like scrape down the edge if you if you see it. So. All right. That's good. And since we're not staying long, I'm not even sure we'll hook up to a sewer or anything.
All right.
Nice and quiet out here.
This is very quiet and nice temperatures.
Yeah.
Although like 70 something degrees out here, it's nice.
Warm in the RV though, so I'm glad we got electric so we can turn all those ACs on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think just riding, you know, all day in the sun.
Yeah. Feels pretty good though right now.
Good morning. Making some grit bowls for breakfast. We will probably be using every bit of our time before checkout. We're supposed to check out at 11 a.m. We're getting back on the road. Let's talk about that last category in our truck review, which is use as a daily driver. Short story is, it's terrible. Nobody buys a big old truck really to use it just as a daily driver. That's not the purpose. But when you RV and your truck is the thing pulling your RV around the country, sometimes your truck just has to be your daily driver. So it is what it is. I will say, I think the best thing about using the truck as a daily driver is the fact that it's a good looking truck. We really like the color that we picked out for our truck. It's shiny, it's pretty, it's nice. It's always turning heads. People be like, nice truck. And we're like, thank you. So, you know, that is a pro of using it to drive around. But overall, when you're exploring these downtowns that you're probably going to visit with your RV, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to find somewhere to park and explore the downtown. Some tips and tricks for parking. Big long bed dually truck. We usually will try to find places where we can back in, like maybe over a grassy median area. We try not to back in over sidewalks where people are going to be walking and take up all that space. But if we can back in somewhere over just like green space, that's the best. And then of course, just drive into the back of the parking lot and pull in a spot that has 2 spots available, and really hoping that nobody needs to park across from us, because we're probably hanging over into that parking spot a little bit. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in parking spots. Number of folks have asked about the insurance costs on the F450. We have Progressive. We have it bundled with all of our vehicles, and we also have the RV insured through them still. And the truck's policy, though, is, I believe, about $140-ish a month. I don't know if that's a lot for that kind of truck. If you have a truck like ours or similar, put your insurance rates in the comments down below if you don't mind sharing, so that we can all compare and let us know who you're insured with. Breakfast is served.
What we got here?
We got grits, eggs, sausage, cheese.
Chicken sausage is healthier.
Yeah.
It's pretty healthy. I was thinking about this. I feel like a lot of people don't know about grits that aren't from the South. Grits are like, if you're a runner, it's literally just like healthy carbs.
Yeah. All right, let's go get some coffee.
About time. I ain't been able to function all morning.
It's been a while since we've been near some nice coffee shops, so we're going to take advantage of that. I mean, we love our coffee, but we also love a good coffee shop, so let's go.
Well, I think we just like having something to go do sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. And we're going to tell you our top 3 favorite and least favorite 3 things about the truck.
I guess let me pour this in real quick.
All right, top 3 favorite features. You'll say one, I'll say one, you'll say one. I don't think we can say turning radius because that's just a given. It's
What?
the reason we bought the truck. So
That's a feature of the F450.
Okay, well, fine.
What do you
We'll
mean?
do 4 because it's just a given. It's number 1. Turning radius is the best. It's the whole reason we bought the truck.
It's not the best.
It's not the best
Not
feature?
my favorite.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, this should be interesting then.
Huh. Huh.
But turning radius is out there. We still have 3. Okay?
Okay.
1 from you. What is it?
Mine is the self-driving features.
I knew it. I wrote some
If you knew it, then why did you say turner it? She did not know it, in fact.
Turn right onto John.
Well, I thought self-driving was like number 2 for you, so I'm surprised it's number 1. My next favorite feature that I'm gonna say is the steps around the truck bed.
Oh, it is nice.
There's steps on the back. There's steps on the sides and front of the
The
dually
front
tires.
bumper even has a step.
The front bumper has a step. The tailgate has the step that comes out and goes down. It's very easy to get in the back of the truck. 3, what is it? You get to pick.
Oh, I'm the next one?
Yeah, I want to see if it's on my list.
Probably massage seats.
Okay, that wasn't gonna be mine. I'm gonna give you my 3rd. I'm breaking all our rules here. My other favorite feature is the sunroof. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's
And
humongous.
all the features we just named off are basically all the reasons why we bought this truck. If you are looking for a truck and none of that stuff matters to you, then I don't know that the F450 is gonna be so much better for you than, like, I don't know, a Ram 3500 dually or something else, or a GMC or something.
This is a good example of using this big old truck as a daily driver. Coming into this tiny little parking lot to go to a coffee shop. Where shall we park? Oh,
Way
one of
over there.
these.
Yeah.
See, it's doable. You just gotta be in the very back.
Yeah,
and then
every
we
time.
can kind of back into these bushes a little bit.
Yeah. I'll swing around like this here, and then back her up.
See, it still barely fits in the parking spot,
Yeah,
even though it's hanging
like-
over in
You're
like
definitely getting dings.
Baba Java. Baba Java. Gotta get it to go. Gotta pack up and go. I know. Don't got a lot of time. We're pushing our checkout time.
I'd hate to see their small sizes.
Oh, this is the large, huh?
How's yours taste?
You would not like mine, but I got a funny flavor. I like it, but you would not like it. It has
like mine.
cardamom in it. Since Craig didn't like his coffee, let's continue that theme and talk about our least favorite things about the truck.
If y'all ever meet us, don't let Victoria suggest a coffee place.
Craig insists that I always pick weird coffee places. Maybe we just make such good coffee at home that it's hard to stack up.
No, it's pretty easy to identify when all the coffee's like infused with blah blah extract. It's like, okay, it's not gonna have normal coffee anywhere in the store.
Number 1 least favorite thing about the truck, what is it?
The DEF guzzling.
Yep, okay. That was my number 1 too.
Yeah.
So it just uses so much.
It's so annoying.
Number 2, I will say, which really, actually let me see what Craig's number 2 would be because I want to see if it's mine because it's really more of an annoyance for Craig.
Maybe the size
Okay, that was gonna be my number 3. So I'll just say the number 2, which is that the camera sucks. The camera quality sucks.
That's number 2 for sure.
Yeah, see, there we go. The backup camera, that's so grainy. I don't know. I'll let you describe because
I don't know how far back in time they time traveled to go get these cameras upon these trucks, but it had to be early 2000s.
Our 2020 Ram had like exponentially better quality cameras than the ones on this thing. I like that there's so many cameras and that when you turn the blinker on, the camera comes on and it shows you.
And I know we're gonna get a bunch of you Ford loving jokers in here saying, well, if you don't like it, then you shouldn't buy blah, blah, blah. I didn't know when we bought this Ford at the cult following that Ford has. But if you like these cameras, there's something wrong with you. I don't know. It's okay. Don't be sticking up for these cameras. And you know what? Let's get into this cult followings. There's just some brands out there that have cult followings. There ain't nothing that brand can do to look bad in the eyes of these cult members. Okay, and if that's the case, then there's no reason for these brands to improve. Quit acting like these brands can't do anything wrong. If they feel like they can't do anything wrong, there's no reason for them to be better.
That's true.
Okay? Ford, make your cameras better.
Last couple things that you guys might be wondering about. Upgrades. What upgrades have we made? What upgrades do we want for this truck? So you guys already know that we added airbags to the truck. It's the Logic air spring suspension system, Lodge IQ, I don't know, however you say it. Airbags have improved the ride quality a lot so far, like them. The other upgrade we did that we didn't showcase on here at all just because, I don't know, timing didn't work out, but.
All right, grade wise, the PPF, the protective plastic film, and then we ceramic coated the entire vehicle. But the PPF only went over like high impact zones like full front, full hood, part of the roof and parts of the sides where rocks have a high probability of hitting the truck. And what's crazy is we did that, I don't know, would we have maybe 2,000 miles on the truck?
No, literally probably less. Like, I don't know. Well,
it was like right after we got the truck and we already had rock chips in it from just the little bit of miles that we drove. The reason that I really wanted to get that done early is because our last truck got destroyed by rock chips and stuff all over the front, the bumpers and stuff like that. And then with this one having the dually sides sticking out so far, I figured they would get pretty messed up. And also the ceramic coating makes washing this truck so much easier. So far, I've washed it a handful of times now and I have 0 swirls in my paint yet. So pretty happy with that.
You can't see the PPF that much, which is exactly how you want. The only place you can kind of see the line is, I don't know if you can kind of see right here. This is where it stops on.
So like I was saying, we only did some of it because it'd been way more expensive to do a full truck, but they just stopped it here because all that's pretty protected. Like if it's gonna get hit, it's gonna be somewhere in here.
And the one upgrade that we haven't made, I say yet because Craig really wants to do it. What's the one upgrade you really, really want?
I think I want black wheels so bad for this. I think it will look so good, but I want black wheels and either a 20 or 22 inch wheel size because that will give me more options and be able to find tires a little bit easier for this. I don't know. I think it'll look really good. Yeah. Come on, dang wheel companies, reach out.
Craig will take you up on your offer.
I will.
All right, so that's pretty much it on our truck review. I guess overall, are we happy with the truck? Would we recommend to somebody needing it for something similar to what we need it for? Yeah,
because a lot of people were saying that we should sell the truck if we do end up selling the RV, and I like it enough to where like we're probably going to keep the truck. Like we need something that can tow heavy loads and stuff like that, just for the different things that we got planned. So it wouldn't really make sense to sell the truck just to have to turn around and get a different one when I like this one as much as I do like it. Like I think it's a pretty nice looking truck. It does everything we want it to do, and like literally can tow whatever we want and not have to worry because of the size of the truck.
That's my thing with it is like, No matter what, we don't always know what our future plans are in life. We like to do crazy things, but no matter what we do, that truck can do it. If we want to get a truck camper and put it in there, we can do it. If we want to tow a big old heavy load of equipment and tractor stuff and who knows what else on a big old gooseneck trailer, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can literally do whatever we want to do with that truck. So right now, we plan to keep it pretty much no matter what.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Now you let us know what kind of truck you got and why you went with it. No, actually though, for real, if you chose your truck, like if there was just something that was like, this is why I went with this truck over all other trucks, let people know in the comments. Maybe to give a lot of people, this is a tough decision. Like this is any truck you decide to go with for towing something with is a pretty penny.
Thanks for joining us this week. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're going to be continuing on our journey. We're headed towards Arkansas. Can't wait to get there. We have got some fun stuff planned. We are gonna...
I tried to get us to stay in Memphis tonight, and Victoria was like, no, it's too dangerous. So we don't get to have fun, guys.
We might still end up there. Who knows? See you guys next week. We're already failing. We forgot to tell you guys that we got gas. We fueled up before hitting the road. It was $175. That's what it cut us off at. Diesel was $5.15 a gallon. So our total for our trip so far, 2 days in, $175.